Aaron Max Fried was dealing tonight. What was the thought process behind taking him out to go to the pen there with nobody on and one out in the seventh?
Yeah, just they pressured him pretty good in the fourth, fifth, sixth. You know, had a couple base runners each inning. So I felt like he kind of cruised through the first few, and obviously he ends up pitching great, but I felt like he had to work pretty hard, and I was going to have the 6B at the end, but once we finished with the double play, I wanted him to go out and get Duran, and then felt like we were lined up.
Okay, Tara, second row.
Sorry. Since the inception of the wild card series, the team that has won the first game has won all the series. So what do you feel like your team is up against? Why do you think that's the way this setup has gone?
We're going to show up tomorrow, and I expect us to do pretty well. So.
Okay, over here on the left, Chris.
In the seventh inning, what happened on the Sogard double, the ball that was hit to Judge? Was that something that he has to charge it more aggressively, and then he kind of lobbed the ball back into the infield?
No, just, you know, I think kind of was just controlling the one hop on it. Yeah.
So he wasn't caught sleeping on that play?
No.
Okay, far right, Andy.
You mentioned how they're making Fried work over the last few innings that he pitched. Did you notice something in his stuff also that seemed like he was tiring a little bit at that point?
Maybe a little bit. I felt that way. I felt like his command was, you know, not as good. Those final few, he's just making so many big pitches, and his stuff was good. So, look, I mean, he gave us, you know, what we needed and felt really good about the outing he put forth. But I felt pretty convicted, like, you know, especially we got the double play. It's like, let's go get one more hitter and be good.
Go here in the middle.
Aaron, over here. What was behind the reason to go to Weaver specifically in that spot? Rafaela is better against right-handed pitchers. Luke has been better against left-handed hitters. Were you considering the pinch hitting matchups that Boston could do, or was there a specific reason there?
I'm just taking that part of the order, and then I want Williams or Cruz in that kind of Story, Bregman, you know. So I'll take Weave there at the bottom of the order, especially and out in the books.
Ron?
For the first 5-6 innings, did it feel to you like sort of a throwback old-time pitching matchup?
Yeah, I mean, obviously both guys were great as advertised. You know, Crochet was obviously really tough. You know, Volpe gets him there. We get a couple on right away in the first inning, but you know, he navigates that, and he was pretty pitch efficient too. Like he was, you know, we didn't walk off him. We had a couple of at-bats, a couple in a row where we got to 3 balls and we're kind of pressuring him, but he made big pitches in those situations to really keep his, you know, workload down there. So he was, you know, obviously very tough against us, and Max was more than matching him.
Dan on the far right.
Aaron, what did you see from Weaver?
I mean, gets ahead 0-2, and then, you know, with Rafaela there and lost the strike zone, and then, you know, they placed a couple hits on him where, you know, maybe just a little up with a couple of the pitches more than he wanted. But, you know, getting ahead 0-2 to Rafael and losing him, that's the one that stings a little bit.
And having Chapman on the ropes there, bases loaded in the ninth, and to not come through, what did you see from the at-bats?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had, you know, a lot of really good at-bats against him. I thought Caballero's at-bat the inning before was really good. You know, obviously Goldie getting us going, Judgy smoking a ball, Belly doing his thing, and then I thought G didn't get any results tonight, but I thought he had a lot of good swings, a lot of just misses, and you know, they got us tonight.
Stay there, Joel.
I just want to make sure 2 things on your decision with Fried. Like, Fried didn't tell you I've got one batter. This was strictly your decision.
Yeah. When I talked to him after the inning and just said, hey, I want you to get one more hitter, and he said, okay.
And I know it was kind of asked, but like Rafaela has numbers on Weaver. It's not a big sample size, but he has numbers. Does that push you one way or the other? And it's a small sample, but they are numbers.
No, I felt good about him going through there, the Sogard, and then probably a pinch hit lefty there, just trying to shorten it with, you know, with Williams and Bednar behind him.
Stay there, Ian, all right.
It seems kind of jarring to face a sudden death game this early in the postseason, but how do you think your team's temperament matches up with that reality?
Yeah, look, we've been playing these, you know, type games for a while now. You know, we've been playing with a lot on the line seemingly every single day. So tonight was a great baseball game that, we just couldn't get that final punch in. So we'll be ready to go, and I expect us to come out and get one tomorrow.
Yeah, one more here on the right, middle.
You all got some good swings off Crochet in the first and second inning. What do you think changed after that?
I mean, we're talking about a stud pitcher. I mean, so, I still thought we got some good swings off. I thought G had a good swing on him where he just missed, looked like a cutter or a sweeper in the middle of the zone. He got his A swing off. I thought Rosario had some good at-bats against him. He got him on the ground, though. And then I thought Aaron, when the 3-1, he had a 3-1 pitch, looked like a pitch in the middle there that he just missed to center. So, look, he's really good. I thought we had some decent at-bats. We just weren't able to pressure him enough and create enough traffic against him to put him in real trouble.
Let's just take one more over here, Anthony. On the right. I'm left. I'm sorry.
Was Rosario injured? He came out of the game for the defense?
No. Just once we get our righties in there, yeah.